Hey everybody, Austin, Jacob, and I here, huh? Can you say hi everybody?
Hi everybody.
Yeah. So it is Friday the 27th, and we have 2 days to haul in. She's gonna back out herself. Haul Deborah here off to return to the Master Faster in Waterford. Church on the Lawn this Sunday, starting at 10:30. As you can tell, we've done some work. We've done some good work on the horse trailer, and I've done some work getting Deborah in and out of there, and put her hay bag in there, and she is happily very content to go in and out of there right now and to eat hay. I don't think to her it's any different than walking in that small shed, so she says she gets a little more room in there, and so she kind of ceases to amaze me. I've also been able to lead her from this pen to that pen without all the gates being open, and from that pen to this pen without all the gates being open. So I would assume after return to Master Faster and Waterford on Church on the Lawn that our next project will be getting her into getting into the barn and getting into a pasture. And as you can tell, she still has little spots where she kind of gets a little scared, but I've been closing all the doors on her. Are you gonna back out and see the rest of us? Can I train you a little bit then? I want to show you guys some, with a mouthful of hay, some of the stuff we've been doing with her. And this gate here makes me a little nervous, but doing a lot of banging there. That plate there sticks out quite a bit, but this morning actually was the first time this morning that I got to actually be able to pet her while doing chores. So she's still not a big fan of being underneath her chin or her nose. Everywhere else right now is fair game. But I've actually been able to just start kind of lunging her. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I'm still in a small pen here. But she knows how to go around me without a lead rope or lunge line, right? So all I did is eventually just added, before I even started leading her, added this lunge line or this lead rope, and I started pulling on her to have her start to learn to give the pressure. So I'll send her back out, and then I'll pull on her. So I want her to start to give to the pressure. Then the other vital part was changing direction. And this got me where I got to start being a little more intimate with her on this side. So for a while there, I was just petting her on the left side, and I could hardly even get anywhere near her right side. So we've worked really hard on that. But I just got her where she was comfortable, again, giving the pressure or pulling her just a little bit. Pull on her. Just want her to be able to give the pressure. And then changing direction again. Now you can see she's starting to play the game where she knows that changing direction or stopping facing forward means that she's probably going to be able to stop, stand still, and be pet. As you can see, I'm all the way up here, with not just with the halter on, but playing with her neck tag and flipping her mane over so you can see her hardly there freeze brand. But I've been able to pet her all over for the most part, where I'm able to start doing groundwork, start teaching her to be at a safe distance. So you can see that she's learned not to just run ahead of me. Some of that took a little bit of work, but just to stay with me, and actually even to start to turn on the haunches a little bit, just a little bit. I'm going to try to keep convincing her with that leg. You can see I tap her leg when I want her to step over, step over. She's done 3 in a row. There we go. Atta girl. So 3 step overs. I give her a good pet when the flies aren't eating her alive. Been working on coming down over her nose. As you can tell, she's not a big fan of that. And she still does the Deborah lean, where she just kind of is still used to kind of leaning away, not really liking her face to be touched too awful much, but she's gonna have to get over that. So so I try not to overdo that. As much as I want to pet her and desensitize her, it's only a part of a 10% of what I really need to do, right? So I'm not going to overdo it or use it up. And now show you that we can actually lead on the right side a little bit here. So kind of the same thing. She's gotten way more comfortable being over here. I'm able to push her over a little bit just with body language, and she carries a good distance with me. Same thing, I can pull on her, bring her up to me. Atta girl. When she tends to run ahead of me like that, that's when I pull on her and I put her behind me. And then she's also learned here, not as good as the other side, but pretty good right there. 3 good steps. Whoa. Where she stepped right over left, right over left, right over left. So these are some of my basics of my groundwork. You can see that I'm able to pet her over here. She's still not real sure. A little nervous still about being over here. That's okay. But she's getting much better about it. So, change sides. You can tell that she's come a long ways real fast. And now, for the grand finale, that she just kind of gets in here. I do have her hay bag in here. I give her a good pet, but she just is completely cool with being in here. And I'm able to pet her, kind of love on her a little bit. And then I just stay present. I don't want to over pet her. I don't want to make a huge deal about all this. I just kind of let her get comfortable of being in here. Good girl. Good girl. Now she's starting to eat a little bit of hay. Getting comfortable. So my most recent thing, woo. I'm actually going to try to close everything up. Woo, sweetheart. This is still new to her, so I've been pretty patient. Try to be pretty quiet. Doesn't close real quietly. Ooh, there, girl. Woo. But she's learning. Woo, woo, sweetheart. Woo. There's a lot of bits and pieces moving here. So you can see by myself. Hi, cutie. Go eat some hay. That, I guess I can prove I can load her up. So I'll give her a second in there. Maybe you're like, why aren't you tying her up? Well, she's never been tied. Why is the trailer all open? Well, if she hasn't been tied, it'd be hard to get her in a straight load or a slant load and jam her into a tight spot. Remember, all her woundings are being jammed into tight spots and humans forcing themselves upon her, right? To brand her, to vet her, to float her teeth, to brand her, all those types of things. See, so I wanted to give her an open, I had to work on this trailer to give her kind of an open area that she could not just get in the horse trailer. She's up there eating hay, which is great. But that she could kind of get around in there. Some of her thing, I'll guarantee here, is going to be wanting to come out right away on me. So I'm just going to be cautious of that. Reason I did a bunch of groundwork with her too is because One is that she needs to know to be able to respect me, so that when these gates and everything does open, she doesn't just run me over, right? And so then I'm able to back her. I'm able to move her. Yep. And that she's able to stay in here without, unlike Onesiphorus's first time, he come blowing out of there. Thank goodness she's small and petite. Whoa there, sweetheart. Whoa. Whoa. Now she's going to want to kind of come right out, and I'm going to put her right back in. That wasn't the plan, but I'm not going to make a huge mess about it. She didn't blow out going forward like Onesiphorus did the first time he unloaded out at the ranch last year. And she came back in nice and quiet. So I just bring her back in and be like, no, we weren't going out yet. We have to come back in. Let her chew on some hay and rethink about it. Now I'll tell her back. Back, step, step, step. So when she gets close, I say step because I just want her to figure out that that's where her feet belong. So gang, tell you what, that's kind of that. I haven't really pushed. And when I do that and I reward her by just releasing her, not pulling on her, not giving her any pressure. And 99% of the time so far, she's turned around and wanted her hay and walked right back in there. Kind of like you saw, here she goes, kind of like you saw at the beginning of the video. I think you're gonna see at the end of the video. So we hope to see you this Sunday, 10:30 is when it'll start. Return to the Master Faster. It'll be Deborah's first one off site. And she decided she just wants her hay. So we got other things coming up. We're going to be in Spartansburg on July 5th, sometime in the late morning, early afternoon. I'll keep you updated on that. And we'll be at Heritage Days, 18th, 19th, and 20th of July. And we also have another Return to the Master Faster on the lawn June 10th or August 10th. So we hope to see you guys at some of those. As you can tell, I think that horse will haul. So blessings on you. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I hope this blesses you guys, as she probably just backed out. She's cracking me up. She's come leaps and bounds, gang. So I hope to see you this Sunday. Blessings on you.